What you see behind me is on a 48 by 60 canvas that my son painted. He called it Son of the Sun. It's kind of inspired because I asked him, he was doing an art show, and I said, I want to see something with the sun in it. So this is interpretation of the sun for me. And artists see things in different ways. So this how he sees the sun. He calls this particular painting Son of the Sun. But what he said is that everybody will see something different. When you look at it, you'll see something different. So this is my interpretation of what I see in this picture. So I'm going to name it the Orange Poopy Pants President Throwing Bullshit at the American People day after day. And that's what I see. A bunch of lies coming at us, and we being overwhelmed, as they say, flooding the zone. But I'm going to mention a few names of people, truth tellers, that have appeared on my posts, and I have read their posts. And one in particular, her name is Tea Time Christina. If you go to look at her post and look her up, she's been through a lot of trauma, but she's a truth teller, and you can see the passion in her heart. And I'm saying you could tell people from how they speak and where they're telling the truth. And you know when you listen to DT, he's a pathological liar. But anyway, what Tea Time Tina mentioned, Christina mentioned, is these facts. These facts. The GOP says that the food program, welfare program, wastes $1 trillion a year. And it costs American people $45 million a month in food subsidies that feed the disabled, veterans, children, poor, and anybody with food and deficiencies that trying to make ends meet, but this is a safety net for them. And they say they can't afford it. In her post, Elon Musk has received $38.9 billion in federal subsidies. They can't afford it. Jeff Bezos of Bozos has received $11.6 billion in federal subsidies. That's taxpayers' money. You can't use taxpayers' money to pay $45 million to the American people who need it, children, disabled, veterans. You can't pay, and you subsidize these billionaires. How about Walmart receives $8.6 billion in federal subsidies, which again is your money, and they receive a lot of SNAP benefits and the EBT program benefits. So, and as Christina says, they're going to take a big hit. And here's another one. Private prisons receive $3.9 billion in government subsidies, which is taxpayers' money. You can't afford $45 million a month to help food and deficiencies and the American people that actually need it. And mind you, I'll tell you again, it's more white people that receive public assistance than the brown and black people and immigrants that they claim that are receiving all those benefits. So you again just cut your nose off in spite of your face. And then ICE just received the extra $3.4 billion in government subsidies on top of the $150 billion that they didn't even use yet to produce more cruelty and hurt among immigrants. That's where your taxpayer money is going to. And here's the biggest kicker. The biggest waste, abuse, and fraud of your taxpayer money is the Pentagon. The Pentagon receives $2.4 trillion to give to private defense contractors. And think about this. Elon Musk never investigated the Defense Department and the Pentagon for waste, abuse, and fraud. I wonder why. That's your taxpayer money. Thank you, Tea Time Christina, for telling the truth. And there's more truth tellers out there. And here's another post from Brianka Gen X. And she says this: the U.S. policies is illegal and cruelly inhumane to people. Cruelly inhumane. This administration is evil, wrong, and immoral. This administration. And unlawful, she added. And she says this, and I'm going to agree with this: we must resist to our last, very last, free breath. And we must unite and stand up and resist the 1% that want to make us bend the knee to all the bullshit that they're doing. All the corruption that's going around. Getting rid of things that'll make the environment better. Propping up gas companies to pump to drill more gas and without any regulations that's going to pollute the air and water. Getting rid of every single regulation that protects you. Saying that there is no climate change when you could clearly see there's climate change. With a category 5 that rapidly intensify and destroy Jamaica. You see the damage that's going on. All those green balls coming at you, that's a bunch of green bullshit coming right in your face. Dollars being stolen from the American people. That's what I see. Money given to the rich. Money propping up billionaires. Money going to Argentina. Blowing up fishing boats and saying that they're delivering drugs on a boat that can't even reach the United States. Would take 25 fill-ups to even make it. And on a boat, on a fishing boat, that's not enough drugs to drug New York. When are we going to wake up? Stand up for the truth tellers. Be one of the truth tellers. Look with your eyes and listen. You can hear the truth, and you can definitely hear a lie because you have practiced listening to Donald Trump lie to you every day. When are we, the people, going to wake up? And like some of the truth tellers said, we must stand up with every single breath, free breath that we have. We're all in this together. We all are human beings. We all see pain and hurt. We all understand what's right and what's wrong. It's up to us. It's up to you to be one of the truth tellers, to speak up for justice, peace for everybody, not for one particular group or one particular class, for all of us. We're all in this together. Stand up, speak up, and do what's right. That's all I got to say in a moment.